This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at GDC 2015. I'm joined by Tobias Baumann from Perception Neuron. Tobias is the Director of Game Development. I wanted to make sure I got that title right.
That's right.
Welcome to the program, Tobias.
Thank you.
So tell us about Perception Neuron.
So Perception Neuron is a low-cost motion capture system you can use for real-time interaction in video games or for traditional motion capture.
So what would be the applications of this? So you're Director of Game Development. So what kind of creative experiences have you come up with for Perception Neuron?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest advantages of Perception Neuron is if you use like a virtual reality headset like Oculus Rift, you don't see your own body anymore. You don't see your own hands, your feet, your finger. And with our system, you get like your whole body and the whole motion, you get it back.
So can you elaborate on some of the experiences you could do in virtual reality that you wouldn't have been able to do otherwise?
Yeah, so we did a lot of experiments of how to use the motion capture system and what would be a cool experience and what would be fun. And what was great fun was like drawing in 3D space. So you have your hand and you can draw, and then move around your drawing that you did in 3D space and look at it. The other thing we did was like virtual ball throwing that we shall also show here. So you can throw balls and throw it to targets or into buckets. And we did a lot of work on like how to get the whole feeling and the interaction right. Yeah, so.
And I got to be Superman for a little bit. Actually, more like Iron Man, really. Yeah. Can you talk about that experience?
Sure. So we figured what's like the smallest setup we can do, and that's why we did a flying game. So the flying game works as in if you're Superman, so you use your arm to fly around, like if you want to go up or you want to go down or left or right. And if you want to slow down, you put it back to your chest. And for this setup, you only need 3 neurons or 3 sensors. So it's like very simple to do, very easy to put on and take off. And yeah, I mean, where else can you get this experience?
So you discuss it as the point of like having neurons. Can you elaborate how the system works, what these individual nodules are, and so on?
Yeah. Okay. So a neuron is an inertial sensor. It has 3 little sensors inside: a gyroscope, magnetometer, and accelerometer, and they all measure their own movements. And our software links them all together using a few complex algorithms and reconstructs a human skeleton out of it. And yeah, that's basically it.
Now, what about latency? When you have a user interface, especially with flying and moving and the whole thing, I imagine latency must be a very core concern. Yeah. Any guesses on what the latency would be, if any?
Right now it's around 10 to 13 milliseconds to the computer, and then maybe 3 more milliseconds from the software. And then it goes on to your game engine, which is like 2 more milliseconds. We did a lot of optimization there to make it like really fast. And yeah, that's about it. The sensor themselves, if you use 18 sensor setup, can go up to 120 hertz. If you use full body with all fingers, it's around 60 hertz right now. Yeah.
Now, I just want to wrap my mind around this. What's the going rate for a Perception Neuron system?
Yeah, okay, so right now we're selling a 32 sensor setup that goes around for $1,499, and it's with fingers and the glove and the setup for all the finger straps. And for the full body, 18 sensors without fingers, it's $800.
So it strikes me as being a professional grade system. I mean, it's not it's not inexpensive for a traditional gamer like myself. Yeah. However, maybe it's a comparable. You don't have to name names, but what would a traditional motion capture system go for?
I don't know the price right now, but what I heard is they go from maybe 17 to 30,000 or more.
So this is, it's obviously very price competitive to what's out there. So what markets do you think would take advantage of Perception Neuron?
I think anybody who wants to do motion capture, anybody who needs like a low-cost system, anybody who wants to virtual reality and wants to create experience with that, any game developer wants to do animation, walk cycle, who needs hand animations. You save a ton of time by using a system like this.
I take it, would this be a really good fit for independent game developers?
Of course, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Okay, excellent. But I take it this isn't intended for consumers, or is it?
I mean, I guess it is. It's not that expensive, so it's like in a range that's affordable. And we hope a lot of people will use it, or at least I hope people will use it to create virtual reality stuff, you know, for people to experience. And eventually in the future we want to do like a lower price version that's more simple, or let's say the system right now we have is very advanced. It uses high quality material. We have pogo pins that you can plug in out and in for like 1,000,000 times, and they don't break. We use very good cables, so that's why the price is a little higher than expected. But it's very good quality and very adaptable. You can take on any neurons and place it somewhere else. You can take off all the straps and place them somewhere else. So that's pretty cool.
If memory serves, you had a successful Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken. Do you remember how much you raised?
Raised like double, so a little more than $500,000.
Very good. Congratulations on that. So is the system readily available today, or has it already been released?
We're starting mass production, I think, next week, around that time. The system we show here is like the second batch. We got it 10 days ago. So even I myself didn't have too much time to work with it. So that's kind of difficult. But yeah, it's like brand new.
Is it? Have you started to accept pre-orders, or are we not there yet?
I think the website should be up maybe tomorrow or something like that, and then we're accepting pre-orders. It's basically ready, but there's some issue with payment system, as far as I know. But yeah, it should be soon.
Very good. Well, congratulations on your success with this.
Thank you very much.
This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at GDC 2015. We will, of course, be back with more. Thank you for watching.